Today my project is to show you how to knit slipper like this. For this slipper I used a bulky yarn number 5 and double pointed needles number 9. You need to cast on 9 stitches and then you need to knit 22 rows. The first row and second row and third row and so on, you will knit first 8 stitches. 8 stitches. So this is my 8th stitch. Okay, I knitted 8 stitches. In the last stitch you must slip. Okay, so you put the yarn forward and then you slip purl-wise. You slip this stitch onto the needle, or it's like, you know, when you extend this, you definitely must slip this stitch. Do not knit it. Okay, and I will show it one more time, and I will show it actually in the other way. So you will knit these stitches, 8 of them. I'm not as skilled as many of you are, because I knit continental, as you know, but oops, but you are skilled this way, so you can do it this way. Okay, and this is my 8th stitch. In the 9th stitch you will take the yarn, put it in the front and move it this way. Okay, and so I just knitted 2 rows, and so we need to go and knit 22 more rows. Okay, and this stitch represents 2 rows. Okay, and I will see you when I have those 22 rows finished. I am finished with my 22 rows, and I just want you to see how to count, so you don't have to count every row. You need to have this edge, and you will start counting. You see, here is the tail, so you will start counting, and you will have to have 11 of them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so when you have 11 of these loops, that means that you have 22 rows. Okay, and you count on this side. Now the next step, we will use hook, and I have hook G hook, and what we will do is we will go not to this stitch but the one right below it. You put the hook through like this, and you pull the yarn, you put the yarn over, hold it like this. Okay, and pull it. That's the easiest way, and pull it. Now when you do that, you will put it on your second needle. Now why am I doing it with the hook? Because I am not left-handed. If I would be left-handed, I would be able to pull the yarn through this way, but for me it's much harder. So I mean, I could do it, right, but I think that the hook is easier on me. So if you're right-handed and you don't know how to do it, you do it with the hook. And so we will do it again. Put the hook under these 2, under that loop that is like has 2 threads, right, and put the yarn over the hook and pull it through, and put it on the needle and tighten it, and again put the hook through, put the yarn over the hook and pull it and put the yarn over, and do this 10 times total. See, for me it's easier to do it this way, and then I do it like this, so the stitch is this way. I don't want the stitch to be twisted. This is rowing yarn. It looks really pretty. I really like the look of it, but I don't think it's the best yarn to walk around the house, because it will wear off very fast. So you choose your yarn accordingly. Okay, so now I am finished with my 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we will just start knitting until we get to this side. Okay, so my third needle, and just knit all your stitches. Actually, I will go and put my needle through the back loop right here in the back, because I think I will like the way it looks in here better. Okay, so just knit 10 stitches, knit 10 stitches, okay, and now if we would knit this stitch, I will show you, if I knit this stitch, we will have it as a purl on the other side. Let me turn it around. See, this would be like purl, like it would be like this, but I don't want this. I don't want this going like that. I want it to look like like a braid. So since I want this braiding in the back, what we need to do is bring the yarn forward, slip the stitch, then bring the yarn back and knit the stitch. Now we will knit 8 stitches, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we will slip this stitch with yarn in the back. This is the only time that we will go and have slipped this stitch to create that second row of braids right here. Okay, so this is the only time that we will have on this side the yarn in the back. And now, because I am right-handed and it's really easy, I can go and cast on my 10 stitches. Now we're not gonna use this stitch, we're gonna use the one below it, right? So this is my first stitch to cast on, second, third, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now this might seem like you need to put this one on also, but that was the cast on stitch, it was not the row stitch. Okay, So, and we are basically set to do a next step. So you need to go and have your knit look like this. You have a needle on this side, you have needle on this side, you have needle on this side. This is how it looks. This is going to be your right side later on, okay? And this is how it will look. You will have this braiding along the edges, and this is going to be your back of the back of your heel. And we are now going to start knitting over here. Going this way, we will start knitting the sole of your slipper. So now we will go and knit on the right side, and we take our 4th needle and just start knitting, and knit, 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 knit. Now we will knit all of these as well, okay? Knit, 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 which means we knit even the slipped stitches, okay? And knit, 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 and don't knit this stitch. And again we move the yarn forward and move the slip stitch onto the from the left onto the right, okay? And next row. So from now on, when I show you to do this row and then back again, those 2 rows you will repeat 7, I think 7 more times, okay? So so we knit, and again knit, 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 knit. Now this is that corner right here, and this one also, that we slip this stitch. Always on the wrong side we slip this first and last stitch. So yarn forward, slip, okay, yarn back, and knit 7 stitches. Knit all these 7 stitches. Knit, knit, and knit. Now, like I told you before, it was the only one time that we kept the yarn in the back. Now we will again move the yarn forward, like in this corner, slip the stitch, okay? You just slip it from left needle onto the right needle. Some people call it slip it purlwise. Put the yarn in the back and knit until the last stitch. Knit, knit all these stitches. And again, you don't knit the last stitch. You move the yarn forward and you slip it from left to right, okay? And we're finished with the wrong side. And the right side you just knit until the last stitch which you slip. So we will knit all these stitches, and these 2 rows you will repeat seven times. So this is going to be our first time that we've done this. This is first time that these 2 rows you will repeat same way. Okay, I'm slipping the last stitch, and from now on you will repeat. Like I said, you knit all these stitches, and now I will do the row where I knit all these, slip this one, then I knit 7 stitches, slip this one, and then knit all these stitches until the last one and slip the last one. Okay, and when you do that 7 times, and then I will see you when I'm all finished with my knitting. Okay, I'm finished with my part. 7 times repeated those 2 rows. Okay, and I just want to show you how to check that it's correct. You see where we added the stitch from this little kind of like a knot looking. You will start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the one on a needle. And the same thing over here. Now this does not count because this was the cast on, and then when we started knitting, so this was first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7th on the needle. Okay, and we can go and double check with our boot, which is, we don't count this thing, we count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're at the part where we're gonna go and connect this into a circle right here. Okay, so to connect it into a circle, we need to do a couple steps. Okay, so first of all, I need this yarn. When I finished my row, I put it in the back, right? But I need to have it facing me this way with the edge to the left. I need this yarn in the back. Okay, so, and now I will use my hook and do 2 cable cast on. So I will pull the yarn through and put it on my needle, and one more time between the 2 stitches again I will pull the yarn through and put it on my needle. And these are 2 my stitches, sorry. Sorry about these blurbs that I do occasionally. So now I take this last cast on stitch and move it to my connecting needle, so we have it connected into a circle. Actually, wait, this is wrong. I need the yarn in the back. Yarn has to be in the back when you move this cable stitch from this needle to this needle. Okay, and what we will do right now is we will knit this last stitch and this first stitch together. Knit these 2 together. Okay, and what we will start doing is we will do a rib. So this is our knit stitch, and we will do purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch. Okay, so we have 10 stitches in here, and we do knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay, and now since we did knit stitch before, we need to do purl stitch, but we need to slip this stitch, because if we don't want to purl it. Okay, so we will purl this stitch and purl, 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 purl. Okay, so we purled all these stitches, so we continue with this pattern. Okay, and we will slip this stitch, and now we will continue doing ribbing, but we need to do ribbing. We need to start here with purl on this side and then knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and purl. Okay, and we're finished with this row. And now let's go. So we have it all connected, and now I will do 2 rows, which these 2 rows are going to go and repeat. Okay, let's start. First row, this is gonna be our first row, and then second row, and those 2 rows you must repeat. So knit, we will do ribbing on this side, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Now we will knit all these, knit all these, knit, 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 knit. Now we will do our ribbing again. We start with purl, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. So that's one row that you will alternate doing, and this is a second row. Okay, so again ribbing, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay, and we're here. This is our bottom, and the second row you will have to do this way: slip or move it from left needle to right needle, slip it, okay, and now purl 7 stitches. 1 purl, purl 2, purl 3, purl 4, purl 5, purl 6, purl 7, and slip stitch, okay. And now we will do ribbing again, where we start with purl, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and purl. And so these last 2 rows that I did, you will alternate and do them until desired length. And my length, I will tell you how many I think I did this when I started counting over here. This is where, you know, if you go and look at these little lines here, you can count, you can start here from this point, and I have 28 of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on, okay. So you just go and knit the desired length in here, and then I will show you how to do the tip. So I just have to go and do my part now. So just repeat those 2 rows from now on, okay, until you reach to the edge of your toe. So I am finished with my part all the way to the toes, and I checked against my other shoe. Like I told you, I needed to have these little lines this way, 28 of them when I was making the first shoe or slipper. I counted 28 of them, so I have 28 of them all the way to here. This is including this one, okay, and we are ready to decrease and make the tip. And so we will knit together, knit 2 together on this needle. We will not decrease anything here, and then we will knit 2 together here. So let's do that. We will knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, and knit 2 together. Now I have to knit this part, because last time I did it was purl, so I need to knit 7 of these. And now we will knit 2 together again, knit 2 together all the way to the last stitch. This is rowing yarn, that's why sometimes I'm having a little hard time, and it has texture. In places it's very fluffy and thick, and in other places it's thin. Okay, so, and this is my last stitch, and I will actually, because this is a purl stitch, I will purl it. And we will just leave it like that, and now we will continue. We will, in the second row, second decreasing row, we will again knit 2 together, knit, knit 2 together, Now, and we will start knitting all of these as well, knitting 2 together. That's what I meant. So we will knit 2 together here, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, and we will knit 2 together, knit 2 together, and knit 2 together. Okay, and now you will take your hook, you will move these stitches with the back of the hook. You just move them from left needle onto the hook, then take the last knitted stitch, this last knitted stitch, and pull it through these 2 stitches. Keep this stitch on your hook and move these 5 stitches on the hook the same way. Okay, you just kind of slide it onto the hook, or in other words, slip them purlwise. And now hold this and again go and pull it through all 5 of these stitches. Be careful not to lose your stitch. Okay, and last 2 stitches, move them onto the hook, and again pull them through. So you basically pull that one last stitch through all of these, and one more last chain stitch. Cut this off, weave the ends in, and you're ready to go. And then also you can wear the slippers the way they are. I'll just pull it through in there into the shoe, and then I will weave it inside. And so and then when you go and weave this one in, like I had weaved it in here, so you can basically wear them already as they are, or you can, which I will do, crochet an edge to make it a little nicer in here. I will crochet an edge. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you can use this video. Maybe you can go and knit somebody a gift, or knit yourself slippers. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching me, and hopefully I'll see you another time. And again, if you haven't subscribed to me yet, you can subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.